Hi there, I'm Allie Elliott.
Hi, I'm Allie Elliott. Welcome to the stream. Look at Ray showing up before everybody else. I love it. How's it going, Ray? It's a late stream today. I am recovering from like the last 2 months were like a total whirlwind. Waking up, yes. That's a good day. So I'm going to work on this composite a little bit, and I'm gonna work on the full session too. I might just, as impressive as this is already, the floating animals. I'm gonna go in here. I'm just gonna work on this a little at a time because I don't want to cut corners, and this is gonna be a pretty labor intensive. Let's see. I gave them weird names. Where the baby? Oh, my dog says hi. Did I name any of them baby goats? Because I don't see it. The shift trick? No. I don't know. I use shift for a lot of things. Like hotkeys and stuff. Is that what you're talking about? Where are the baby goats? Oh, there. There are the baby goats. There they are. Okay. So I'm just going to do a little at a time. And then it'll definitely need some cleaning up. But right now I'm just getting the basics set up. I'm trying a new music station on Epidemic Sound. And I really love Epidemic Sound. Didn't work out. But these are like the most popular ones right now, so I thought it'd be interesting. Hey, Impoverish! Where's the bacon? Spot removal on the bottom of fence piece, then hold shift. Oh. Like, and take it all away? Oh, look, you guys are running to each other. Oh, my dog says hi again. It's gonna be that kind of a day, I feel like. We had somebody come to the door yesterday, which we've been out of the city for a long time, but I'm still not used to neighbors, just like people just like stopping by, like Leave It to Beaver. I grew up where we didn't have neighbors like close by or anything, so that wasn't and my neighbors were my grandparents, so like you weren't used to people just stopping in. And when we lived in the city, people definitely didn't do that. So when people just like stop in, it feels weird still. But somebody came to the door yesterday. No, it was Saturday. And I answered the door, and she said, I messaged Sam about the chairs. And Sam is my husband, and I was like, what? And she gave the address, which was 2 down from our house, but she gave a description. The house was pretty similar to our description, but I didn't even know I had a neighbor named Sam. And we do. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Brush the spot removal on the bottom of the fence and hold shift. So do I start shift before? It's Bob. I don't think I'm doing it right. Shift. Okay, that didn't work. Oh. Uh-oh. That went sideways. It's not working. This is probably So I'm beginning to think that maybe what music I like is not what is most popular. I'll give it a few more. Paint one dot and then move the mouse. Oh, okay. All right, let's try that. There we go. Okay, that's close. I don't learn new tricks well. Oh, I see. Just keeping it straight. Whoops. That one didn't work. Yes. Oh, here we go. I'm going to switch to my stylus, and this will be a lot faster. Apparently, straight lines in my stylus are not happening today. I realize not everybody is Memorial Day anything outside, probably not outside America, but it's also like the kickoff of summer. So next weekend is the summer kickoff. And it feels like you should spend time on a boat, wearing white pants and grilling. Ah, that's fun. Yeah, power lines have ruined many a sunset picture because the gradient is so subtle. And it really is, it's so beautiful out right now. So it feels like everybody should be swimming and grilling this weekend. When I was little, I'm going to change this. Music is kind of aggressive for my taste. Where's my mouse? So for the kickoff of summer, my grandpa always, okay, let's try this one. He grilled out like bacon and sausage and sometimes pancakes. And then it would be our first swim in the pool. I'm like distracted by... Oops. I think I'm still tired. All right. Look at that. It's close. I wonder if I need a little bigger. It's just not quite getting the whole thing. And then there's a little shadow. That's a pretty good job. So what's everybody got going on this week? Busy week, lots of clients. I have had a lot of work with realtors come up. Like, this goat's gonna have like a shadow of a fence, but no fence. So that's kind of fun, something a little different, like personal branding, and then some regular family sessions. That's actually what I'm gonna edit today is a family session. And then we're going to semi-pro soccer game this weekend. I don't know if they're technically professional, but it's like, if it were European, it would be, we don't have promotion relegation, but if we did, this would be just below the main league. It's always a good time. I chopped off these babies' ears by accident. Violent. To fix that. Oh, and I guess maybe that looks like part of their bellies too. And it's been flooded. My news feed's been flooded with graduation pictures and last day of school. And one of my clients from this weekend, their kids go back to school in July. That's so early. That's like prime summer. Spring soccer season is wrapping up, which I am grateful for. It was fun though. So I've been working on my thesis to apply for fellow for American Society of Photographers. And the next draft of the book that I wrote is finished. And it's such a weird feeling to have it, like it's gonna leave my hands and then I have no control over it, really. Which is crazy. Ooh, Milky Way Pano. Oh no. Oh, I bet that. Do you have a still that you could share with us? I'd like to see it. Let's see if it'll. Oh, it navigated this decently well. I'm just gonna have to contend with this shadow. All right, let's check it out. I had one of my clients that was in today to the studio has his PhD in might have been astrophysics or maybe astronomy, I don't know. But something cool. Oh, gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Throw your link into chat, and anybody who's watching on YouTube, check Ray Cleveland out. Whatever you want to, your Instagram or website. I'm gonna have to go get like 18 different ears out of this. Why wasn't I more careful? I'm frustrated with my past self here. It's weird, it just leaves it like a ghost. Like, it helps a lot though. All right, right here. Try and get that shadow too. There we go. Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Either your Instagram or your Twitch. Can I do that? I don't think I've set that up yet because that's commands or something, I believe. So I was thinking about, I'm going to do a reel of the music. I don't know if other people do this. When you're working on a specific project, you get kind of in. Now, obviously, I don't do this while I'm streaming because the stuff that I normally pick is protected by copyright. But for specific projects, I'll use, like, it's almost like a soundtrack. So then that music ends up reminding me of that project every time I hear it beyond that. And I was thinking about doing a reel. I've got a bunch of seniors that I want to do for reels that have been my clients for a long time. But just one of, like, the music, the title. Obviously, I'm not going to use the music, but the titles of the songs that make me think of specific works that I've done. Mainly Here, which is the bereaved sibling project from a few years ago. And I have such distinct soundtrack memories of those. You know what the good news is? Okay, so I do have another layer of these, but that layer also doesn't have the ears and stuff. So I'll just have to bring this in again. Oh my gosh, I keep turning it by accident. I always do that with this stylus. All right, I'm gonna break on this because I just wanna do a little at a time so it doesn't get too monotonous, and then get some of this other session, this family session from the weekend worked on. And then I need to work on my final couple of competition images. I can't remember right now if they said that the competition would open in June or July, but I'm done with most of them, so I'm not in a huge rush to finish, because I know if I finish too early, I'll just mess with it, or I'll come up with something and just kind of throw extra stuff in since there's no limit now, because I don't trust myself. So I need to decide between a few concepts. And I've got some work still to do on some of them to have them finished. But it feels really, really weird to only have one chance at IPC. Last time we had, not only did you have states and stuff to have a practice run, which I did that, but we had districts, and districts you could actually seal your case, seal your merits, so you were guaranteed at least a merit. And that is a thing of the past now. So now it's just all one chance. Farms have the best texture. Okay, I'm gonna save that. And then I'm gonna do some real basic, let's see. Let's check out. And these are created more as like wall art type instances where they'd be big. And I like to shoot really environmentally. You can see the sun was really high in the sky. I didn't bring a strobe. Well, I had a strobe in my car. I always do. But I knew that I wasn't going to be able to set it up and keep up with the littles in this case. So we had to kind of improvise, but I have plenty to work with. So we'll be good. And this was in and out of lighting conditions. This little one was like a fireball. She was so much fun. Do you remember the magenta phase that we as an industry went through? There was a specific photographer that was wildly popular, and she added a lot of magenta. You're still kind of in it. See, the funny thing is, since I don't see reds and greens the same way, I don't notice it unless I have a comparison. Like if I'm looking, whoops, I just went a little overboard there. Like if I'm looking at two from the same general setup, then I can tell. And one has a lot and one doesn't. But other than that, it's kind of hard to tell the difference. So that's when I started. It was that era where I started really learning how to check the colors by numbers. Let's give her a halo. It's nice to be outside and have lush greens and have it be warm and boy, I miss my flash. Not my flash, my strobe, which is so they'll just be able to have a nice variety. Let's see how it does. How does subject selection handle? Am I back? Well, that was weird. I'm back. I hope you are back. Oh. That was weird. That hasn't happened in a while. Is everybody back? Sorry. I don't know what happened. I appeared to ask too much of my Photoshop all at the same time, and it freaked out. And then when it freaked out, then the stream went with it. They're so... Just carefully going around. The contour of her face so I don't change any of it. So let's see if we'll go really small here. Really smaller than that. And let's actually go to like just a quarter of it. And then go small again and just kind of check and see if we're working like we're supposed to on Twitch. Yep. Awesome. Here we go. Welcome back. I don't know what happened. I think I just maybe pressed it a little much on what my Photoshop is capable of. Put its foot down. So I need some feedback on which composite I should work on next. Because I want to do something for the family category. Which I have the one that, oh my gosh, I've got all these projects over here. Very nice and neat. So I've got Audacity of the Sun. Here, let me open this folder up and we'll talk about IPC here. So this is Audacity of the Sun, which was a composite I built on stream. It's going to go into the illustrative portrait and I feel pretty good about this one. I like it. I'm happy. So that is check. I don't really see anything else going into that category that I want to compete with that because only one, so the new rules, only one per artist per category can move through. So if I put two images in the same category, they will be against each other. So that one is set. And that's also a category that is kind of new to me. It's not something that I've focused on a lot before. This is going in natural portrait. This is Map of Courage. And this is just where there's no compositing. There's not a lot of compositing. It's mostly shot in camera, which is the only composite part of this is that I drug some of these gown pieces out. other than that, what you see is real life. I'm really happy with that. I don't see anything else going into this category. Now, for family, it's groups/families. And I was going to enter Holding Keeley's candles. It didn't do that well in the spring competitions. So it either, and I've done quite a bit of work to it since then, but this is one that I've got another concept. I've got a basic idea, but how it will photograph, I'm not sure. So I might have both of these go head to head and see which one prevails. But it's $50 a pop, so I want at least one of them to have like I want to feel pretty good that it has a chance at least to make the top 32. I also, there's a newborn maternity category. And that's what I shoot a lot of normally. I shoot a lot of newborns and a lot of maternity. So I edited this one the other day on stream, so I might add a little more to that. This might be more suited towards portrait masters. So I don't know about that one. There's also pets and domestic animals. I have this one. I don't know. It's just not quite there yet. But the cat's not cooperative. So we'll see. Now after looking at these, I feel way less confident. This is Troop of One. This is going to be in the children and teens category. It did very, very well in competitions this spring, but that runs another risk that if people have seen it and they're like not as blown away because they've seen it before. And then high school seniors, I have an idea. I have a concept that I want. I just haven't found the right person yet to photograph for it. So there's 1, 2, 3 that I need to shoot. Now that I'm looking at it, I feel a little bit nervous. I need to just get on it and get those scheduled. I have the people that I'm going to photograph for one of those. I'm brainstorming silently, so just ignore that. So I'm gonna try and get those scheduled this week. I want to try and get those scheduled before it gets any busier. I'm hoping this will be kind of a chill week. I've got some interviews. I've got an interview tomorrow. I've got another one later this week, and normal studio work. But I'm hoping that I can rest a little and try to rejuvenate going into another busy round. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. I'm not very good at resting because I feel like if I don't have all my lists checked off, I can't really rest. And like, when do you ever have your whole list checked off? Like, I don't think that happens as an adult. Focus on marketing this week. Yes, you should. So one marketing thing that I'm doing this week that's a tangible marketing is I have several different realtors that I work with. So I'm going to get them, it's back there, but I'm wearing pajama pants, so I'm not going to go get it. But, you know my magazines that I make? I'm making one specifically for realtors for them to give people at closing, you know, like your new home kind of a thing. I can help you decorate. I can help you put some things on the walls. I can help you make your house your home with photography. And it's also, they're going to have $500 vouchers to give to their clients. So it's like a gift from the realtor to the client. And they're going to put the magazines out, open houses and stuff. So it's a good setup, and I'm excited for that, what it will open me up to. And there was something else. I put my phone on the charger, and it feels weird not having it. I'm gonna check my calendar on here because I know I had some other marketing things. I'm applying for fellow with American Society of Photographers, which is a pretty elite group, and fellow is like really, it's a huge deal. I would just absolutely freak out. I don't think I'll get it. People don't really get that their first try. I talked to a lady at the gala this year who got it on her 8th try. So, and you can only try once a year. But it's a cool process because I have to write a 2,000 minimum word paper on my artistic vision, and then you put in an application, and then you put in a 25 image portfolio. So, I want to create, I've got my portfolio pulled, and where there are holes in it that I'm gonna create something specifically for it. So I've kind of created a new project for myself just out of this project, but I think it'll be cool. I wanna see it look perfect. Portfolio videos, yes. I'm really into Reels right now, and I know that's shifting a little bit, but I really like the YouTube Shorts and Reels on, as you can see on TikTok. Ray, you are my only follower. I was on there one day. My literary agent wanted me to be on TikTok. I'm not good at it, nor have I really exerted effort the way I should. But some real estate hourly. Oh yeah, that's not. Real estate photography is like a whole different beast, and I don't feel like I have the gear. For most things, I feel like gear doesn't matter, that it's the artist, it's the technician that is doing it. But I feel like for real estate, there's a real specific set of gear that you need to be able to produce the right images. And then you also need the technician and the artist. You need that too. But you did hear TikTok. I'm just not good at it. Somebody find me on TikTok and do all the work for me. Yes, wide angle. I don't have a wide angle. Every time we get ready to go on a trip, I think I want a wide angle because I think wide angle vacation pictures are the most fun. I don't even know what I am. Am I still signed in on TikTok? Let me see. But I'm also doing, I think I'm Mrs. Allie Elliott. There I am. I have 1 follower. And I'm following 1. 2 likes. Hot dog. But TikTok sends me stuff all the time. So I'm doing reels of some of many actually of my long-term clients that I got at the very beginning of my business are graduating now. So I'm gonna do a little reel for them, from like a picture from each session and how they've grown up in front of my lens. It's so cool. Like, it just doesn't get old. What an honor. Okay, so I way overshot this session, so I can be pretty picky and do some fun stuff. Vertical content, yes. And that's the thing, like TikTok, Twitter. Well, I'm not on Twitter. I was briefly, and I was like, this is not. Hey, thank you. You just doubled my my count. It's nice when you can create something and be able to use it for multiple accounts, because it makes me feel like, well, it's obviously more bang for your buck kind of thing, timing wise, but I also feel like I will put a little more effort into it if it's going on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and wherever else. Sometimes on Facebook. Facebook's drying up a little bit, I feel like. My demographic is moving away from it. I didn't even know you could live stream on TikTok. And honestly, like, the stuff I follow is not at all related So the book that I wrote is about grieving at the intersection of art and faith, and it's how like art has been my therapy throughout grief, and it's been my way to tell my story and get feelings off my chest, that kind of thing. So it's a little depressing. And then I end up looking at like cat videos and interacting with those, so it's not at all the purpose of why I'm there. So I'm a TikTok failure. Let's see, 156. I'm gonna do some unconventional ones because we got a lot of smile at the camera type things, and I want to get some that are just candid and fun and So I got a realtor booked, 2 realtors actually, and a family, 2 families, and then a senior. Curious how photography stream would do on that platform. I don't know. I mean, I can't say that I spend a lot of time on there. I feel like I'm too old for it. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, it is. It's very just like instant gratification and move on to the next thing. I feel like that's what things are now. Like, I feel like people just don't, I don't know, like, I don't even feel like people watch movies that much anymore. It's just little snippets of what we can complete right now. I try to make sure that my kids get bored occasionally. It's not easy. I'm loving and like it's weird because it gets in your head about likes, comments, views, and that kind of thing. But the YouTube shorts are really fun to watch grow. And I've had, I feel like I've had more success isn't really the right word because I don't know that it's bringing me any legitimate tangible work, but what I need right now is for my numbers to get better, and it's happening on Instagram slower than I would like, but I actually like that platform. It feels very conducive to an artist. So I need to paint. I won't be able to paint tomorrow morning because I've got an interview, and I won't be able to paint Thursday morning because I've got a doctor's appointment. So I will have to get on here, and this needs paint. And I'm still working. The one back here, this one, I paint a little every day because it's so, the work on it is so minute that you can't really see it in the camera. So I'm not going to bother streaming the rest of that unless I get a second camera. And am able to put it somewhere that So I'm being picky. I can be picky here. Maybe 6. What other marketing do we have on deck? Is everybody still following their plan? And this is a good time to, we're coming up on halfway through the year. It's a good time to reevaluate your marketing efforts and see what's working, making sure you're staying on task and keeping your words, your 3 words and your 3 colors. I drove that into the ground at the beginning of this year, but there's a reason. It's valuable stuff. So I have to keep myself in check constantly. And quarters and the half are a really good time to do so. And just make sure that you're accomplishing what you want to accomplish. And competitions coming up are nice climax to the creative side. Warmth in there, some red, there's a lot of green. So this is the first year of all the changes for IPC. I think it's going to be really interesting to see. I'm trying hard to keep an open mind despite being very change averse. So I mean, and I don't want it to be where I like it if I do well, and I don't if I don't do well. I just want to feel like I understand the process. And if there's something that will come up that was unforeseen on everybody's part. So that will remain to be seen. My family's got some trips coming up. We are kind of back. A few of my kids are competitive Pokemon players. Half trading card game and half video game. And since everything shut down during COVID, we hadn't been back, and we are back. So that will, I'm excited about it. It will interrupt the streaming and stuff a little bit, but I'm hoping that's where my kind of recovery will come. You know, do you ever do that? Do you just have to like plan a vacation to feel like you don't have to be working all the time? I think as small business owners, because there's always something to be done. So it's hard to just relax and feel like you can take some time off from doing anything but recuperating and listening to your body if it needs rest. That is one thing I'm not very good at. Definitely need some red in there. So I guess I need to choose my concept. I'm tempted to just shoot both concepts that I have, and I can edit it on Twitch and I can get some feedback from you guys and see what you think I should proceed with. That might be the way to go. So I need to get my summer magazines out as well. And I think I'll probably just combine the realtor magazines and sounds good. Whoops. There we go. All right, let's see here. Let's see, let's go 267 and then $300. Little sister getting her shoes put back on. And then let's see. I'm gonna move into the studio for some. dappled light on there. We can go in there and fix that. Okay, let's go back into the studio now. And so let me scroll. 89.44 because I want that. That was my lighting test, but that's actually really cute. 89.44. Huh. Aww. 50. Let's see, which one do we like better? Oh, yeah. $50 and $54. Oh, my mouse is starting to act weird. I think I like 55 better than 54 because of their hand placement. Oh my gosh, the list of stuff. Oh, and that one. I thought of, I need to write down in my... Okay. All right, so now I'm going to switch to indoor basics. I built this. All right, hold on. I built this one just to kind of go with my gray backdrop. It's very simple. Not a lot. Got some sensor dust to clean up. I mean, like, they made it easy. Smiles, looking natural. Couldn't ask for more. Okay, and I'll just leave, oh, we don't need that. Out of focus. Okay, I'll just leave that up in case I need, go way down back to the studio. 62. Okay. And sometimes I'll give them two that are really similar because parents will see little minute changes in their expression and they'll go, that's them. 66, 67, 69. Okay. There are going to be a lot of these. But I can't not. I just have to give them 71. And the little one is just, she's like posing the whole time. No. 93, 94. See, 94, 97, it looks like maybe somebody was standing in front of my light. Let's see, where are we at? 94, 97. They might have just been far away from it. It works. Either way. And then I will always duplicate and build this. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Let's get an extra leg in there. It's all right. And then because I shot so many of these, I will probably do a fair amount offline too, just because I don't want it to get monotonous as a viewer. And sometimes I just like to turn up music and sing with it. Oh, see, this is what happened before. So if stream goes down, I'm sorry. Just nice, beautifully lit, simple indoor in studio portrait. So what I'm gonna do is build the outside of this backdrop and then make sure I copy it before I flatten it. Okay, wait a second, let's make sure. So it's definitely lit differently than so just so I'm not having to do this over and over. And then I'm gonna select the subjects. Let's see how it does. I always like a little test. Okay, I ran out of things to say. Nothing. All right, I'm gonna go back to this. It's like the subject. And then, but what I wanna do is build a nice little kind of arch of backdrop that will work for most of the images in studio, these ones that are pulled back. Okay, so I'm gonna flatten this and save it. So to recap marketing right now, I'm working with a few different realtors, offering vouchers to go along with my magazines. I'm creating a magazine for summer, specifically for homes. And I'm going to kind of combine, I usually do a spring summer magazine. I'm going to combine that into a making your house a home type magazine. How you can picture what I can create for you and on your own wall, and what that process looks like as well. So I need to get going on that. But that's going to pay off for a long while. So that's what'll be nice. So I put in the effort now, and it will reap the benefits for a while. It might take a little time to get some traction, but the best things usually do. So I've got that going. I've got high school seniors that are graduating, and I'm going to work on some reels for them and get next year's seniors thinking about what they want to do photography wise, what they want their images to look like, how they can represent themselves and who they want to be and who they are right now. And I've got some summer art festivals that I'm participating in. I'm gonna sell posters, so prints of my work. And I've not really done anything like that where I've sold lots of originals, but I've never really sold multiple copies of the same kind of, or not the same kind of, but the actual same image. But I'm excited about it. I think it'll be fun just to be out there in that atmosphere and get to meet people and talk to people. I feel like it took my community a little longer to come back, being a college town, but I feel like we're there finally, and so it's nice to go out and talk to people and shake hands and have them buy some prints, hopefully. And I'm hoping to live stream that day as well. I'm gonna I didn't notice that her feet were cut off, so I don't know if I think we will go ahead and do this one. So very different type of marketing than I normally do, but in addition to, and it's reaching an entirely different demographic, which is always fun. This is very cinematic, this music is. I'm going to be impressed if anybody else knows this song, but you know the song Walt Grace? It's actually called like maybe Submarine Ride or something. Walt Grace, Submarine Test, something like that. But I haven't heard that song in years, and it randomly popped up in my brain. It looks like maybe my stream is coming in and out, so it might be a good time to wrap up and just get some of this done offline and continue my recuperation from the like crazy few weeks. This is like movie music. I feel like I should be doing something important right now to this music. All right, it has been a quiet late afternoon here on Twitch. I'm gonna keep working here. I will be back, probably not tomorrow because tomorrow is a full day, but I will be back on Wednesday afternoon, and We will talk more marketing and complete this session if it's not done already, and hopefully get some painting done on this too, because this exhibition needs to be rolling. So between now and then, check me out on Instagram. I'm Mrs. Allie Elliott. And yes, I should think about it for a minute. I am Mrs. Allie Elliott on YouTube and Instagram. And join me on my sad TikTok. You will double or triple whatever they are on there, followers, I think. And then also teach me how to do it, or do it for me. Even better. Thank you guys. It's been a good one, and I will see you day after tomorrow. Bye.
That's why you my mommy.